guys, I'm back down here in the shop. It's Saturday. Haven't done anything else since the last video and we done where we got the tongue here pretty much mounted on. Well, it's somewhat on. It's from here back, it's on. Up here I still got to do some welding. I just got it tacked. Let's see, it's fully welded pretty much all the way back through there. And then up here it's just, I just got it tacked somewhat. Got that tacked. Got to go back and fully weld all that. We got some packages in yesterday. Had to stop by the Harbor Freight here. Got us a new ground clamp for the for the welder. Hopefully that'll increase our cycle duty on the welder. It's been cutting out a little bit, but we got a new ground clamp. Gonna put that on here in just a second. Got some trailer lights. Uh-oh, throwing stuff out. Got those in this past week. Then we got a case of some Rust-Oleum undercoating that I'm gonna spray on here before we flip this thing over. Our good buddy Rick Bob that watches us over here on YouTube, he sent us a thing of tub of towels. I believe the tub of towels are on our Amazon wish list, which you can find in the links in the description below. He also sent us some strong hand magnets. These are magnets that help hold stuff into place while you're welding. Pretty positive those were not on the wish list. Those are something that he just sent us and said that there was more on the way. So we appreciate Rick Bob. He always takes care of us and he's always sending us stuff, whether it be serious stuff or funny stuff. He's always sending us stuff, so we appreciate that. If you're interested in any more stuff, we still have the wish list on the Amazon wish list down below. Of course, if you want to, Amazon's fairly limited as far as racing parts. If you want to help out with racing parts or whatever, you can, number one, you can get signed up on Patreon. That helps us out tremendously with all the memberships over there. Or you can always just reach out to us, and if there's something that you're looking specifically to get, you can reach out to us and we can see how we can accommodate you there. We appreciate all you guys over here, and we appreciate all the support and the help and all the fans that we have. So today's plan, I would like to get the tongue fully welded, and then like I said the other night in the video, I want to run the bracing for the runners all the way down through there, the 2-foot runners. Got to add some more bracing right in the center there for plywood purposes. Probably add another brace up there in the tongue, like a cross brace, and get all that fully welded. Once we get all that fully welded, got to finish the dovetail over there on that side. Finalize this one. This one's just tacked together. I mean, it's bent and everything, but it's just tacked. Get all that fully welded. I'm gonna try to build a box around this area or either around this area for a toolbox purpose, and then like I said, for the nitrogen tank, we're gonna have the nitrogen tank in there. Gonna have the hose reel for the air hose. Gonna have the pump for the lift and the hoses for the lift. All that'll be in that box there. And then I'd like to have a box up here for just some additional storage type things. Once I do that, I'm gonna use that Rust-Oleum paint there that we got, that undercoating. Coat all of this up underneath everything real good so that it withstands the weather and the elements and don't rust away on me. And then would like to get it out, and if I can get this thing flipped over today, that would be great. If not, maybe early next week, but still got a lot of work to do, got a lot of welding to do. Our welder's been cutting off on the duty side, which I am running it pretty hot and heavy, but we noticed the ground clamp here. Oh, well, looks like my dad worked on it yesterday, obviously. So anyways, that may work, but the little ground strap that runs between them broke off. So I picked up a new ground clamp yesterday at Harbor Freight, but that right there actually might work better than what that ground clamp is from Harbor Freight. So maybe maybe that'll help increase the duty cycle a little bit. That was getting really hot. You couldn't handle it after I got done welding, and like I said, the welder was hitting the duty cycle, we felt like fairly quick. So try to get all that done as much as I can done today, and I'm gonna try to do my best video. And Dallas sitting here, they're at her mom's, her and Maggie. So I'm gonna do the best I can to video while still getting things done, and I'll pick you guys up when I get a chance. All right guys, so really haven't done a whole lot of videoing. Me and my dad got in here and we got to work. While I welded these runner braces in all the way down, he was cutting them for the other side and buffing them and cleaning them up. So we got both sides done. You see this side, this has got more bracing than anything, because this is going to be the spot where the four-wheeler and the toolbox and all that is. Still got to cut one more for right there. We got one axle just throw it in there. It's just mocked up, nothing's tight, just so that we could measure from the ground to the axle to see how much ground clearance we had, to make sure this 12-inch box right here was going to be have enough clearance. So 14 inches of ground clearance from the bottom of the trailer to the tires, and the box is only 12 inches, so we should have plenty of clearance there. Then we're going to tie this dovetail here with this leftover 2x6. The dovetail is going to tie into all of this, so all that'll be good and strong. This is good heavy duty stuff. That box right there will also take a little bit of flex out of the trailer as well. So we're going to have a 12-inch box there for the lift pump, the nitrogen tank, all that good stuff. So we're coming along. We got a lot done right now, so happy to see the progress. It's starting to look like a trailer. So I'm gonna run and grab some lunch real quick and be back down here in just a little bit. All right guys, so the last video you seen, I kind of showed you what me and my dad got done yesterday in the shop. We got a good bit done. However, I guess about 3 o'clock or so, I got a phone call where my wife had went shopping with her mom and everything, and they called and said the car wouldn't crank. So we all had to go. Me and my dad and Austin, we drove an hour. Luckily Austin had a trailer we could borrow. Tow truck wouldn't tow her but 10 miles through our roadside deal. So we ended up going and picking her up, and was able to load the car up here on the trailer and tow it home. And we're feeling like it's a fuel pump issue. So needless to say, none of the parts stores have fuel pumps for this car in stock. They're crazy expensive from the ones that they have in stock. So what we done is we got this one ordered. It's on the way. Hopefully be here Tuesday or so, and we can me and Austin can get this knocked out and get it back on the road. Hopefully that's all it is, and keep moving forwards with everything else. So the culprit.
I didn't cause it to go out, I just did it.
The culprit. Do you have anything to say for yourself?
I'm innocent.
That's what they all say, ain't it?
Alright guys, so if you've watched our videos for any length of time, you know we have the Amazon wish list. We'll link that below. We've got ours and Maggie's, because so many people wanted to send Maggie stuff, so we've also got hers. But Rigball, these actually weren't even on our wish list. He just sent them to us because he sends us stuff so much. He just knows our address. So anyway, he sent us these. There's 2 of these, and then there's 2 bigger ones, and there was also, where's those other things at, babe?
I done done a video of them.
Okay, you done, didn't you? Alright, so he sent these.
Them's pretty
Stout.
Them's the real deals there.
Alright, so we're going to set these back here on the bench and then go get a video of this. He also sent us a tub of towels, so we got those. He sent Maggie a couple of toys. Let's see, and these are the other things. So, he also sent us these little magnets. Oh, what? Okay, so that's those. And here's all of our other stuff. That's tail lights, paint, let's see, some wiring, all kinds of stuff. Ah! Get wild in here. All right, so originally he was gonna put stuff here. He's already told you about that, but you haven't told him about this, have you? What you're doing here?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, you did. So here's the box that he was gonna put the lift box, nitrogen, and all that in, but it's just not gonna work. It's gonna be too low. So they're cutting that off now.
Plan B right here.
Yes, plan B. This is what happens when you build it yourself. You just have to, it's just a trial and error. So, working on it. The guys are getting it closer and closer every day. Since I turned the camera on, he has put these back here, and this is what the ramps will slide into, babe.
Yeah.
So the ramps will be in here. So it'll be under the trailer, so you won't have to lift them or anything like that other than just sliding them up in there. And he's done this one. And now he's working on getting this dovetail like the other one. So they cut the box off of it. Middle one? That one? This way, just a little, yeah. Let's say just this way to the left. That's where we are right now. Alright guys, so let's go see what Brad has been working on, Chris. So far since I picked the camera up, he has gotten this piece over here on. That's what they stopped there welding. I don't really know why. And now he's fixing to finish welding on something over here, and we're going to call it a night for tonight. This is grinding on something. Alright, so we'll watch him weld for a minute and then call it a night. Okay, I see what he's welding now. See there what he's doing. I'm gonna show you. Oh, well, I said I would. Okay. So this is what he's welding on. He put this here because where he had to cut it to bend it, now it's just kind of filling in that gap there. Okay. So that's what he's welding over there. He has that here he's working on, so hold on, I'll tell you what he's got. What?
If I can do welds like that right there every time, I'd be... Look at that.
Let's look at them.
I just do that every time.
They're pretty. Alright. So that's what he's doing there. And then, let me get that back out of his way. So Chris is working on these little pieces. So we're going to extend the trailer toward the tongue just a little bit because they ended up... Brad's measurements weren't just perfect.
No, they was perfect. It just...
The car sat on it.
For me to come up with it at 5 o'clock in the morning, it's pretty good.
Yeah. But... Oh, I'm sorry. Anyway, so we're gonna have to extend it because where the car was sitting, the rear tire was gonna stick off of the Dovetail just a touch. We don't like that. So we're gonna extend it forward. So we're gonna move the box forward so that the race cars move forward. It's, I think we're extending it about 12 inches, right at a foot. Maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. I don't know what we decided on. But that's one minor thing that we changed. Also, I told you guys earlier about the box back there. We're not able to put that on there. He may still put it on there and just make it shorter, make it not so deep, and just put the lift box in there. Not 100% sure. That's the bad thing about having not having any ramp overs, just because you don't have like storage under the ramps and all that. This is just going to be just a regular car trailer, which there's pros and cons to all of it. We just don't like the ramp overs because it just gets the car so high, and it adds so much weight. So anyway, that's a little bit of tidbit of what we've had to change. I think Brad's bragging on himself again. Uh-oh. What exactly are you doing? Oh my gosh. I see what he's doing now. He's welding numbers. Guess we're gonna put a serial number on it.
Alright guys, so that's gonna finish this up for tonight. Time change, it feels like it's 12 o'clock at night, but it's really only what, 6:30. So anyways, we're gonna go ahead and call it a night. We got these somewhat in. I still got to go back and do some work there as far as filling that gap in there, but that is perfectly level. So I didn't care to cut this end to drop it down to close that gap up. I wanted that to be level, kind of like a rub rail, so to say. I got these in yesterday. They're greasable rollers, so that we can mount. My plan is to mount those there, because I know typically these long trailers like that, they kind of drag when you go into parking lots or gas stations and whatnot. We've got these kind of set in here. We still got to weld them up on the dovetails and put some gussets on them. Cut these down, and I'm gonna run some pipe straight back, straight across. That way my ramps will slide right in there, rest in on that hopefully. Probably put some angle iron or something right in the center there as just a guide so that it can't drop down in there. Like Dallas said, we did decide to move the main box of the trailer 1 foot forwards. That's going to get the tire, the way it was coming out, the center of the rear end was going to be about right in here, and the very back of the tire was going to be right here. So we're going to be able to move the car 1 foot forwards. That should give us more wiggle room off the end of the dovetail. Plus it'll kind of help the weight a little bit, get more weight to the front of the trailer. I'm thinking it's going to need some more front weight. So the box that we built that was going to be a toolbox, it's now going to be extended to the front of the main box now, and then we'll go from there. We got these laid out here. We're going to cut them apart and make the braces that go across to move the box 1 foot forwards. Once we get those cross braces in right there for the new location of the box, get those runners back there made for the ramps, get some paint. I just kind of played around with a little bit of that rubberized paint right there. I'm going to grab a wire wheel, just somewhat knock some of the surface rust off and get this quickly sprayed so that it doesn't rust away. should be ready to flip over. I'm hoping to have this thing flipped over. I know I've said that for 2 weeks, but the quicker we can get this thing flipped over, the quicker we can start on the main box, get the main box done. Once the main box is done, we're good.
It'll probably be Thursday before you get to do that.
Wow.
You gotta work on my car Tuesday. Wednesday's church. Unless you get it done tomorrow.
You want to vote Tuesday?
Yeah, vote. And then you need to work on my car.
Well, tomorrow's Monday.
Yeah, you said you wasn't gonna get it flipped over tomorrow because you had all that left to do.
No, I'm hoping to get it flipped over tomorrow. We'll see. I know I've said that, so. So anyways.
He's living in Lava Land.
That's gonna wrap us up for tonight. For the weekend. Me and my dad's got a lot done this weekend. From where it was setting, what, Thursday or Friday when we got out here. It's come a long ways. So just gonna keep on keeping on. Hopefully we can get this thing done a lot quicker than later and start getting back on the race car. So I know you guys have been asking about it and been curious about it. We still have it. Nobody worry about that. We still have it. It's not going anywhere. We just got it in safe keepings for now. There's grinder dust and metal and all that. I don't want all that into the race car and take a chance of it getting any kind of lines or nothing like that. So we still got it. Don't worry about it. It's not going anywhere. We're not getting out of racing. We actually got a new car. Y'all seen that in one of the videos. If you hadn't seen it, go back and check all of them out within the last month. And
if we were getting out of racing, we wouldn't be building a trailer to haul our race car.
Exactly. So if you missed the video, the sneak peek of the new car, it's in one of the videos that we posted recently. I can't remember which one it is. Y'all go back and watch it and see if you can find it again. So
it's a couple videos.
It's a different car. It's a new car, and it's gonna be something totally different and something fun. But it'll probably be a little while before that car hits the track, though. So looking forward to that as well. Anyways, appreciate you guys watching. Head over to Patreon. Patreon gets some more quicker updates, a little bit more in-depth updates, just like always. Links in the description for it. Check out our Amazon wish list if you hadn't already. Thanks again to Rick Bob for all the stuff he sent us this week. He's always supporting us and always sending us stuff. We greatly appreciate him. We'll catch you guys in the next video. Appreciate Warp Speed Performance Parts, Barry Apparel Co., Fatdaddys crew out of Lafayette, BB Designs, WJI Enterprise, Brinn Transmission, Penske Shocks, Gorsuch Performance, Stop Tech Brakes. By the way, everyone keep your thoughts and prayers to Jack at Brinn. I know he's going through some shoulder surgery. We're wishing him a speedy recovery, and all of our thoughts and prayers are with you, Jack. We'll catch you guys soon. Appreciate it.